What's up, my crypto legends? So the price of Bitcoin is still exploding. Where are we going to see the top for Bitcoin in the next coming days? Is this the top? I'm going to explain how there's not much resistance above us and we could be hitting $48,000 in the next coming days, guys. But most importantly, we are taking a look at some altcoins. The last few live streams, we were talking about Cadena, we were talking about Polkadot already breaking out here since the low $5, almost hitting $6 at the moment. Your question, which are the altcoins that could bring me some significant gains next, guys? Well, I'm going to talk about them. I got two altcoins here that I want to explain how they could be ready for some major rallies in the next coming days, so make sure to stay tuned. Hi there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode, guys. Let's dive in. Before we dive in, all of the altcoins that are mentioned in this video for some potential trading setups, they can be traded on Bybit. The last few days, we've been crushing it with several different altcoins in the Legends community, also on the live streams. You can test out Bybit, guys. You got a great bonus down below. If you can't trade on Bybit, I would suggest MEXC. There's hundreds of altcoins. The altcoins mentioned in the video also here available on MEXC, and you get a great bonus with the link down below. Also, there's that competition, guys. Free competition. If you are good at trading, you can win up to $10,000 of the prize pool for the top 10 players. Of course, we need more people trading to get that insane reward, okay? More people joining, obviously the rewards are going to get higher. Now, diving in through here, the price of Bitcoin, we are running out of big major resistance. The price is going parabolic. We know that a big pullback is going to happen at some point, but we're just smashing the small resistance levels that we do have. We had 50% Fibonacci from the all-time high to the low here, which was smashed here. It was at $42,200 range. Now we're currently trading at $44,000. The price looks like it's running out of resistance. The strongest resistance that we do have is that 618 Fibonacci, which is sitting at $48,500. We also have here a monthly level at that range of $48,000 to $50,000. And we got that disturbing high, as you can see here on the chart, right? Which could be a kind of a liquidity grab and then get a pretty decent corrective move. Now, that is still $4,000 away from current price. But, you know, yesterday just Bitcoin pumped over $2,000, right? So we know that we can still have this continuation, prices going parabolic, and the bad thing about a parabolic move, it's very hard to detect the highs, and it could just still continue to the upside. So basically, we're running out of major resistance levels. We do have a monthly level. This is basically a monthly close from March and April open, and that is sitting at 45,500. We had a weekly naked point of control, which is basically a high volume node here from a week back in April that got basically a small little reaction consolidation, and we smashed it, okay, just yesterday. So I would not expect much of a resistance here at the monthly at 45.5K. We could probably get a small reaction, but as we are going parabolic, guys, you know, the end of a parabolic move, we need very strong resistance, and the strongest one is that 618 Fibonacci. And on Coinbase and on a lot of the exchanges, the value area high from 2122 is also sitting at that level. So when we dive in here on Bybit, on Coinbase, sorry, we can see that that value area high of this trading range on most of the exchanges is sitting exactly also at that $48,000 to $50,000. So we have 618 value area high, and the volume is quite low on most of the exchanges at this range. So we can see here a little bit of more power possibly in the coming days. However, let's analyze the short-term scenario right away here on Bitcoin, and, you know, look at what is happening. So that weekly naked point of control is managing to hold very nicely as support. As you can see, we created a small little range here, created just a local swing failure pattern from the lows of the range between yesterday and today. Very much a valid long position right over there. Now, we can see here that the price is extremely impulsive to the upside. With just basic market structure, I do expect higher levels. We cannot detect the top at this point when the price is going parabolic. we can see that the price is creating very much three waves. We've created already a three-wave structure right over here. So is this the low? Will the weekly naked point of control no longer look naked because we've smashed through the level and holding our support? Will we hold that level? Well, if we do not hold that level, we could arguably discuss that lower prices are going to happen in the next coming hours. So pay attention to this low over here. If this low is broken, we could expect a sharp pullback to basically test the highs of this consolidation that was created in between the 4th and the 5th of December. Those highs right over here could actually maintain as support. We have the value area high also over this trading zone, which is round about 42,000 to 42,500. We got those spikes of the highs. This range is a range that we should be holding pretty nicely if we were to go down there. Not much to say. We've already created a three-wave move here, okay, testing the lows of the range. So maybe the price is just ready to actually create a new high and continue to the upside, guys. Very strong bullish market structure. Very hard to detect the top at this point. Not having much resistance above us. So overall, we are bullish. The last few days, we've been mentioning some altcoins on the live streams. We had Cadena getting squeezed in this symmetrical triangle, speculating that we are likely going to get that breakout, already breaking out here the last few days, over 25%. We were also talking about Polkadot, one of the ones that we were mentioning here several days ago. Very boring, getting squeezed again here into this resistance, all right, from this descending wedge. And also on lower time frames, we're forming, this double bottom. We're hitting the resistance, but we were forming this kind of symmetrical triangle as well. Very likely to squeeze out and break to the upside. So far, so good. I am long on Polkadot. We mentioned several altcoins also in the legend, such as Quant. Quant is exploding at the moment, doing very, very well. Now, what are the next altcoins? Stay tuned right away, because the next altcoin that I do see here that has a possibility to make some significant pumps, no financial advice, manage your risk very well. Possibly this is a good spot buy for the mid-term, or maybe a nice swing long position with low leverage. This is a low cap cryptocurrency, and it could have massive volatility. So we need to be extremely cautious with leverage with these kind of tokens. This one got over a 300% rally back in August of this year. Absolutely insanity. And how we spot these ranges, which is a good buy, is when we form these quick, nice, squeezed descending wedge structure. This has been for the last 2 months. So we are running out of selling pressure. We are getting squeezed in a descending wedge structure. This could still last several days. So we're not saying that this is going to pump by tomorrow, but it's very likely to get a rally here, in my opinion. All the markets, every asset get a huge massive pump, a huge massive corrective move, and they find a squeezed wedge or a bottom formation. Now, of course, this has been going on for 2 months, so maybe it's going to be another week. No guarantee here, of course, but overall, there is high probability in this squeezing out and getting a significant pump. I do believe that this one has bottomed out, and it's lying at a very strong support level, which is basically that high volume range that it has created since July here, May, July, okay, this range of 2022. So several months of a consolidation, having that huge wall here of support. So maybe this has been a massive wave 1, wave 2, and we're just getting ready here for some insane price action to the upside. These are low cap coins, and they can absolutely rocket potentially in the coming days. Stay cautious. This doesn't mean that this is going to happen by tomorrow. This could just consolidate and test the lows here for the next coming days still. So we need to be extremely cautious, manage your leverage very, very well. These altcoins move 20-30% in a matter of hours. And if you're using high leverage, you can get liquidated. They do have very, very spontaneous wicks, okay, as you can see. Stay cautious with this one, but this one is looking very good. I actually buy some spot ACRO. This is ACRO, ticker symbol AKRO, okay? And it does look very nice, squeezed inside of this descending wedge here for the last 2 months. This is, for me, a bottom formation, giving high probability that this could pop here to the upside, okay? No financial advice, of course, guys. Stay cautious, manage risk very, very well. Low leverage. And if you spot buy, of course, that's the easiest way. Of course, you're just going to hold the token, all right, till it actually pumps in the coming weeks. The other one that I'm looking at is Comp, okay? Compound COMP. This is looking quite good for me. Looking at this also on the volume profile, we can see we are facing a little bit of resistance at the moment, of course, the point of control from the range created the last few months, all right? Now, what usually happens here when you do create this consolidation at this high volume level, well, you're looking for an explosive breakout. Compound is one of them that hasn't popped also. It did get a pretty nice rally also here in the summer of this year. And for me, this could be easily the bottom formation right there, creating a one wave, a two wave right there, retracing to the 7-8 Fibonacci, very common here for second waves. And we are just building up the third wave here with a massive consolidation the last few weeks into a symmetrical triangle and creating a 1-2-1-2 being the first wave. And we're ready possibly for the next explosive third wave. When we zoom in here on lower time frames, you can see that kind of symmetrical triangle that is getting squeezed right now. And as we have been in an uptrend for the last few weeks, I think the probability in getting a move to the upside here, breaking out to test the highs and potentially get that continuation is very, very likely. Remember, we need to follow the steps here from the altcoin seasons, the mania. This is what we need to follow, guys, because this is what happens all the time. We get Bitcoin rallying like crazy, then Ethereum and large caps also following, and then mid caps and low caps also to follow weeks after this happens. Guys, this is going to be it for this episode. If you haven't checked out my Bybit tutorial to learn how to trade on that platform, check it out here on the video popping up. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.